What separates successful entrepreneurs from the rest? Is it their ideas, or is it something deeper within their psyche? An entrepreneur's mindset is the cornerstone of their success. It's the bedrock upon which they build their dreams and transform them into realities. Let's take a deeper dive into what makes this mindset so special. The most successful entrepreneurs are not just the ones with the most innovative ideas or the most lucrative business models. They are the ones who possess a unique mindset, a distinctive way of thinking that sets them apart. This mindset is not just about thinking big or being ambitious. It's about resilience, adaptability, and a relentless pursuit of their vision. Entrepreneurs see the world not as it is, but as it could be. They are dreamers, but they're also doers. They don't just imagine a better future, they work relentlessly to create it. They believe in their abilities, and they don't let failure deter them. Instead, they use it as a stepping stone to greater success. This entrepreneurial mindset is also marked by a hunger for knowledge. Successful entrepreneurs are lifelong learners. They are always seeking to understand more about their industry, their customers, and the world around them. They know that the more they learn, the better equipped they'll be to navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities that come their way. But perhaps most importantly, entrepreneurs have the courage to step out of their comfort zone. They are willing to take risks, to try new things, and to challenge the status quo. They understand that growth often comes from discomfort, and they're not afraid to embrace it. So, you see, the entrepreneurial mindset is about more than just a good business idea. It's about the courage to pursue that idea, the resilience to keep going when things get tough, the adaptability to pivot when necessary, and the curiosity to continually learn and grow. Success, therefore, starts in the mind. The right mindset can turn dreams into reality. And that, my friends, is the true power of the entrepreneur's mindset. Ever heard of Colonel Sanders, the man behind the world's second largest restaurant chain, KFC? This story isn't just about fried chicken, it's about the power of perseverance. Picture this: a man in his 60s, a retiree with only his monthly pension of $105 to his name. He had a recipe, a pressure cooker, and a dream. That man was Harlan Sanders, better known as Colonel Sanders. But his journey to success wasn't a walk in the park. He was rejected a staggering 1,009 times before he finally managed to sell his chicken recipe. Can you imagine that? Over 1,000 doors slammed in his face, over 1,000 dismissals, over 1,000 rejections. Yet he didn't give up. He didn't let failure deter him. Instead, he used each rejection as a stepping stone, each no as a motivation to find a yes. He persevered, he continued, he persisted. And finally, at the age of 65, Colonel Sanders succeeded in selling his recipe to a restaurant in Salt Lake City, Utah. The rest, as they say, is history. So, what can we learn from Colonel Sanders? It's simple: the power of perseverance. The ability to keep pushing, to keep striving, no matter how many times you're knocked down, no matter how many times you're told no. Success in entrepreneurship, or in any field for that matter, isn't about never facing failure. It's about rising each time you fall. It's about learning from your mistakes and using them as fuel to propel you forward. It's about not letting the fear of failure stop you from pursuing your dreams. Colonel Sanders could have given up after the first, second, or even 1,000th rejection, but he didn't. He persevered, and because of that, he was able to turn his dream into a reality. So the next time you face a setback, remember Colonel Sanders, remember his story, remember his perseverance, and then ask yourself, what's stopping me from doing the same? Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. What do you think Elon Musk, the man behind Tesla and SpaceX, has in common with successful entrepreneurs? Well, it's the power of vision. Elon Musk didn't start out with an electric car or a spaceship. He began with a vision of a future where sustainable energy would power our vehicles and where humans would become multiplanetary species. This is the power of a visionary mind. Visionaries are not just dreamers, they are dreamers who take action. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. They see potential where others see impossibility. They dare to imagine a different world, a better world, and then they set out to create it. Take Elon Musk's vision for Tesla. When he co-founded the company, electric cars were seen as a niche market, limited by range and speed. But Musk saw beyond these limitations. He envisioned a world where electric vehicles would not just match but surpass their gasoline counterparts. And he turned this vision into a reality, with Tesla now leading the global shift towards sustainable transportation. Then there's SpaceX. Musk's vision of making humans a multiplanetary species seemed like a science fiction dream, but he was undeterred. He saw a future where space travel was not just possible but accessible and affordable. Today, SpaceX is revolutionizing the space industry, making that audacious vision a step closer to reality. But it's not just about Elon Musk. Every successful entrepreneur is, in some way, a visionary. They see the unseen, they imagine the unimaginable, and then they set out to make it happen. They don't wait for the future to unfold, they create it. Vision is the spark that ignites the entrepreneurial spirit. It's the fuel that drives innovation. It's the compass that guides towards success. Visionaries don't just change the game, they redefine it. They don't just lead, they inspire. So what sets visionaries apart? It's their ability to see beyond the present, to imagine a future that's different, better, and then to take action to create it. They don't just dream, they do. As entrepreneur Steve Jobs once said, "Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, and it all starts with a vision." Do you know the story of Richard Branson, the founder of the Virgin Group? Branson was not born with a silver spoon in his mouth, nor did he possess any magical entrepreneurial powers. What he did possess, though, was an unquenchable thirst for taking risks. This was a man who dared to dream and dared to bring those dreams to life despite the odds. He started with a mail-order record business in the early 70s, a time when the music industry was dominated by a handful of big players. This was his first taste of the entrepreneurial spirit, his first plunge into the world of risk-taking. And it was a risk that paid off. This small venture blossomed into Virgin Records, one of the most iconic record labels of the time. But Branson didn't stop there. His thirst for risk-taking led him to establish numerous businesses under the Virgin brand, spanning sectors as diverse as airlines, telecommunications, and space travel. Each venture was a leap into the unknown, a gamble against the odds. There were failures along the way, of course. Not every risk Branson took paid off, but every failure was a lesson learned, a stepping stone on the path to success. Each setback was merely an opportunity to start again, to try something new, to take another risk. And that is the essence of entrepreneurship. Taking risks is not about reckless abandon, it's about calculated moves. It's about understanding the landscape, weighing the potential rewards against the potential pitfalls, and then making a decision. It's about embracing the unknown and stepping out of your comfort zone. And so the story of Richard Branson serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of risk-taking in entrepreneurship. It teaches us that success is not simply handed to us on a silver platter, but rather, it is earned through a willingness to take risks, to embrace failure, and to continue moving forward, no matter what. In the words of Branson himself, do not be embarrassed by your failures, learn from them and start again. So, what can we learn from these successful entrepreneurs? As we've journeyed through the entrepreneurial landscape, we've seen the value of several key traits. Let's take a moment to recap and reflect on these. Firstly, we delved into the importance of the entrepreneurial mindset. It's not just about the big ideas or the lofty goals, it's about fostering a mindset that embraces challenges, seeks growth, and is not deterred by failure. This mindset is the driving force behind every successful entrepreneur. It's the mindset that says, I can do this, I will do this. Next, we explored the power of perseverance. It's no secret that the entrepreneurial journey is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and even failures. But the ability to persist, to keep going even when the going gets tough, that's what sets successful entrepreneurs apart. Remember, it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up and keep moving forward. Then, we turned our attention to the role of vision. A clear, compelling vision is what guides an entrepreneur's decisions and actions. It's the North Star that keeps you on course, even when the waters get rough. Having a vision means seeing the potential where others see limitations. It's the ability to look beyond the present and imagine a better future. Finally, we discussed the necessity of risk-taking. Entrepreneurship is inherently risky, but it's this willingness to take risks that often leads to the greatest rewards. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things, and not being afraid to fail. Because in failure, there's a valuable lesson to be learned. With these key takeaways in mind, it's clear that the entrepreneurial journey is not for the faint of heart. It requires resilience, determination, and above all, a relentless pursuit of your dreams. Remember, success doesn't come to you, you go to it. So, equip yourself with the right mindset and go conquer your entrepreneurial journey.